Hello YouTube. Today I'm going to talk about why the Lincoln MKZ is so cheap. I've had some of my followers ask me why the Lincoln MKZ is so cheap in the used market now. Is it because parts are expensive? In this video I will go over why it's cheap now and why you shouldn't be scared to own one. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and show your support to my channel. My channel has grown significantly. It's all thanks to you guys for showing your support. My second channel has been doing great lately as well, so make sure to check that out. I drive around different cities and towns in my area and showcase the beauty of British Columbia, Canada. So if you are curious and want to see what my area I live in looks like, please check out my second channel, link in the description below. Let's get on with the video, shall we? The Lincoln MKZ has become so cheap on the used market, and you can get one for less than $25,000 Canadian, which is such a steal and a bang for your buck if you ask me. There's a 2015 MKZ at a dealership near my area listed for $10,000 Canadian. If I had the space in my driveway, this would be parked here. That's a really good price. But now let's examine why the MKZ is so cheap. Steep depreciation. Luxury vehicles in general depreciate faster than mainstream vehicles due to their higher initial costs and demand for the latest features and technology. The Lincoln MKZ, as a luxury midsize sedan, followed this trend and depreciated quite fast. It was not that expensive to begin with compared to the German rivals, but still you can get one for a fraction of the price compared to when it was new now. You can buy a 2017 $120,000 BMW 7 Series for $30,000 now. The 7 Series, for an example, was over-engineered, which is why servicing is very expensive on that vehicle. The MKZ shared a lot of parts with the Ford Fusion, so servicing the MKZ is not that expensive compared to the German counterparts. But the rule I like to follow is that if you couldn't afford the car new, you most likely cannot afford the car in the used market when it comes to maintenance. I also want to talk about brand perception. Lincoln, while very respected, lacks the prestige of German brands like BMW, Audi, and Mercedes. This softer brand image causes the MKZ to depreciate faster than its more established luxury competitors. Hold on. While this might have been true back in the day, like 30 years ago, now it's the opposite. Well-established luxury brands like Mercedes, Land Rover depreciates much faster than less prestigious brands like Acura and Lincoln, etc. The point is, the Lincoln will still depreciate faster than a regular non-luxury vehicle. Point number 2, competition from better-known luxury brands. The MKZ, when it came out in 2013, particularly this model, competed in a segment dominated by strong contenders like the BMW 3 Series, Lexus ES, Audi A4, and the Acura TLX. Buyers often preferred these brands for their reputation for performance, reliability, or luxury, which really affected the MKZ's resale value. In other words, the MKZ got lost in the pack, and to be honest, it wasn't a very desirable vehicle. I personally think that this was because auto journalists named the MKZ as a Ford Fusion on steroids. This message got planted in people's head, which was unfortunate because it really affected sales for the MKZ and again, resale value. The MKZ wasn't designed to be a sporty luxury sedan like its German and American competitors. Its focus was on comfort and quietness, which meant it didn't attract the same level of attention from enthusiasts, further softening the demand. Point number 3, the decline of the sedan market. The rise of SUVs and crossovers has drastically reduced demands for sedans, including luxury models like the Lincoln MKZ. Buyers today are more interested in models like the Lincoln Corsair or the Aviator, which offers the same luxury features in a more versatile and spacious package. The shrinking sedan market means fewer buyers are actively seeking used sedans like the MKZ, driving prices down even further. It's unfortunate, and I personally don't understand this SUV craze. They're just so boring to me, and they all look the same. Point number 4, reliability concerns. While the MKZ generally has a decent reliability record, some potential buyers are wary of the cost of maintaining luxury cars, particularly as they age and the warranties expire. This perception lowers demand and resale value. If you're keeping an eye on the used market, you will notice that the German vehicles and British vehicles can be had for very cheap because they're not that reliable. Sometimes it's just too good to be true when you see an expensive vehicle for dirt cheap. The MKZ doesn't fit in this category, I think. The MKZ is quite reliable, but not as reliable as the Lexus and Acura, but it's much more reliable than any of its German, British, and American competitors. We see all these expensive cars become so cheap. Why? Like I mentioned before, it's expensive to maintain, which is why you can get a really nice car for so cheap. If you're coming from a cheap car like a Honda Accord or a Toyota Camry, yes, the MKZ is going to cost a little bit more to maintain. However, since it's based on the Ford Fusion platform, lots of parts are interchangeable, which reduces the cost of maintenance. If you're really concerned about the cost of maintenance on an MKZ, I suggest you look for a non-premium vehicle, because even if you buy a Acura or a Lexus product, which are known for great reliability, it's still going to be expensive to maintain compared to your Honda Accord. So the decision is up to you at the end of the day. If something goes wrong on a very reliable vehicle, it will be costly to fix because it would be a rare and uncommon problem to the vehicle. I'll give you an example of what I mean. It's not a luxury car, but it was my friend's 2018 Honda Accord Hybrid, which had a bad head gasket. It costed him over $2,000 and 1 month to get it repaired because the part was so rare they had to order it through Honda. So don't think that if you buy a reliable vehicle, especially a reliable luxury vehicle, that it's going to be cheaper to maintain. It will still have its problems and you will have to spend a premium to repair and maintain it. Point number 5, lack of distinctiveness. The MKZ shared its platform with the Ford Fusion, like we all know, which was a less expensive mainstream sedan. While the MKZ had more premium features, many buyers perceived it as an upscale Ford Fusion, which really hurt its appeal in the luxury market. And buyers of mainstream luxury sedans often have less brand loyalty than those with high-end brands, leading more turnover and softer resale values. In conclusion, the Lincoln MKZ's affordability in the used market reflects a combination of steep depreciation, shifting market preferences, and a saturated luxury sedan segment. While it may not have retained its value like some competitors, it represents a great opportunity for budget-conscious buyers seeking a stylish, comfortable, and well-equipped luxury sedan at a fraction of its original price. Like I mentioned before, if you're super concerned about the maintenance on an MKZ, you should probably not get into a luxury vehicle just yet. I've done a decent job highlighting the maintenance cost on an MKZ and reliable engines and whatnot, so check that out on my channel if you're looking for an MKZ. That's going to be it for today's video, folks. Hope you guys enjoyed. See you all next time.